Hey, it's Road to Retire. I'm about to do 2 more dashes so I can get to 5 total DoorDash dashes as a dasher. Man, say that 5 times fast. And I want to give a full in-depth review of what I think of the program, what I think of it as a side hustle, the wear and tear on your car, doing the math on it, Dasher Direct since I have that. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. Yeah, just a reminder. Dashing in a car with no air conditioning when it's 90 degrees out, look, I'm not lying, 90 degrees, it's freaking hot. I'm sweating my balls off, so I think 2 is honestly all we can muster today. Who doesn't love Kentucky Fried Chicken? Well, me, because I can't eat it because of my kidneys. Got the KFC and the Applebee's. Here's your drink, and here we are at Applebee's. Okay, I will say, those 2 drop-offs that I did, the Applebee's and the KFC, were in the heart of the city, and the city by me is not a good area at all. So, oh man, that was not fun. It was super tight. I couldn't even parallel park, so I'm like putting the 4-ways on in my car. That was not fun, but I'm gonna head towards my house and see if I can get a few more easier ones before I end this. All right, I did a McDonald's order on the way back. That was only 2 miles long for $5.50, so let's go deliver it. This McDonald's drop-off is at a hotel, so it should be a hell of a lot easier than the city streets one-way parallel crap job that I just had to do. But it is my first hotel, so who knows, maybe it'll be annoying. All right, so I just dropped the one off McDonald's. I think we made around like, what was it, like $14 or something on this trip, and I have to admit, I screwed up. So, and this is just me being inexperienced, but when I did that first like dual pickup where it was both the KFC and the Applebee's, I just assumed that was for one person. I thought one person was ordering KFC and Applebee's, and you know, you just dropped it off at one place, because I got confused because it was only like 3 miles. The total trip, according to DoorDash, was only 3 miles. So I just assumed, like, you know, but I guess DoorDash divides it if you're really close to the same restaurant, the same customer, or the customers are really close to each other as well. I had no idea about that, and looking back, that was a terrible order to take, because, you know, $8 split between 2 orders, not good at all. Even though the distance wasn't that bad, it was like 3.5 miles or something like that. I forget what it was. And then the McDonald's one was only like 2.5 miles right down the street for $5, $5.50 or something. So that wasn't bad at all. So yeah, let's drive home now. That's what I'm doing, and I'll wrap it up behind the computer. All right, screw the computer. Let's do it here. So let's talk DoorDash, right? So I apologize for the hair, by the way, greasy. I need to take a shower, and I'm going to the beach tomorrow, so I need my wife to cut my hair ASAP. But let's get into DoorDash. So of the 6 deliveries that I did, I've earned a total of $34, and I believe it's 84 cents off the top of my head. We'll just round it up to $35. Now, of my active time doing the deliveries, it was 1 hour and 45 minutes. So that comes to roughly $19.90 per hour. Not terrible. I mean, I'd rather do that and get $19.90 an hour than do data annotation.tech and get $20 an hour behind a computer. Yeah, it's a little easier working from home behind a computer, but I kind of like the change of pace, change of activity, having to get out of the car. You can stretch your legs a little bit rather than sitting on a computer chair. And I will say that, you know, even despite the crappy deliveries that I had to do today, I still will occasionally do DoorDash. Now, I'm not going to make this a full-time thing or anything, but I definitely see it as a feasible option. Now, let's talk about gas. So for the 6 deliveries that I did, it took roughly creepily the same amount of gas that I get miles per gallon, 1 gallon's worth. So I did about 28 miles for it, and I get roughly 28 miles to the gallon. So you're looking at about $3.75 per se in gas that I spent to earn this $34.80 some cents. So you're looking at about $30 after gas, I would say, doing these DoorDashes. So, you know, you can make it up in your own head whether you think that's worth it or not. Now, I will say I'm not a full-time dasher. This is obviously not my only job. So I'm not doing the whole tax thing where it's like I'm recording mileage, I'm recording all that gas expense as like a business expense or a self-employment expense. Yeah, I'm just going to take the full tax penalty because I can't see myself earning like more than like, I don't know, like $200 for the whole year on DoorDash unless I get really bored or I'm permanently laid off and I can't find a job or whatever. So DoorDash is a viable option if you're near any kind of either like suburban even area or developing area or just an area with a lot of restaurants in general. In the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, we tend to have a lot of restaurants because who needs cool highway design when you can just put a single highway and put 30 to 40 fast food and chain restaurants right next to it, right? The good old American dream. And that's why we are a pretty fat state in Pennsylvania. And I ate Taco Bell last night, so who am I to judge anyone? So look, let's talk Dasher Direct now. So it has been very successful for me. What Dasher Direct is, essentially it's like a virtual debit card, and then you can get a debit card mailed to you, and then it is what it is. It's a debit card, and as soon as you complete a dash, and for me it was like 30 seconds after I completed the dash, I saw that money go right into my Dasher Direct virtual ATM card account, and I was able to transfer it to my bank. Now, it wasn't immediate, the transfer to the bank, but the very first one that I did for like $8 transferred in about 2 business days. So for me, that's a very good time. I'd rather do that than wait the entire week if you weren't doing Dasher Direct. And with Dasher Direct, there are a couple of perks. So if you are looking to do this as more of a full-time gig, I know for free they offer you some perks like AD&D, accidental death and dismemberment, for like $10,000. They give you like $1,000 or so on life insurance. You can get free consultations for like credit cards or like something like that. Stuff that I don't need to take advantage of, but it's pretty cool that they offer that. So it's like they're trying to do their best to treat these workers with respect, and I can respect the company for doing that. So I will be doing some DoorDashes when I'm bored, or maybe if my subscribers, thank you all for subscribers. I'm growing pretty rapidly on this channel. I can't believe I gained like 1,000 subscribers this year. It's just crazy to me. If you guys like the content of me doing DoorDash, then hey, you know, maybe it'll be worth my while and I can earn YouTube money on top of that. And I'll keep doing DoorDash videos if that's what you want to see. Now, before I get into like the outro here, I will say, let's talk about the car. There's a lot of variables here for DoorDash if you want to make this a long-term thing. I have a extremely crappy, as you can tell by me complaining that there's no air conditioning in my car, a really crappy 2014 Kia Forte. It's a coupe, so it's 2-door. And I am 6'5", so not exactly the greatest fit. I just bought it because it was cheap at the time. And I really don't give a rat's ass if I put mileage on that thing. It's already at 93,000 miles. I don't care if I put any more on there. And I plan on getting a new car probably in the near future. If I am able to have a kid, you know, like next year or whatever, I'm definitely going to upgrade, either get an SUV or a truck. And it's going to be better for someone who's tall like me for my back issues anyway. It's better to climb up into a truck or something rather than cramming myself and twitching my neck into a small car. And let me tell you, when my back hurts and I do that motion into the car, I'm done. Like, I can't even get in the car. So, but it also depends on your location, obviously. So I've seen people on TikTok that do bike only, which is pretty cool, but I'm imagining everything has to be pretty condensed. And, you know, if you have a larger vehicle and all of your good dashes would be like inner city, like I just did today, that would be a nightmare to drive through and try and like parallel park or do any of that crap. So might not be ideal if you have a larger vehicle, especially if it's a gas guzzler. I'd be interested to see the economics if you drove an electric car, what that would be. I mean, would the electric charge be cheaper, like per gallon, or, you know, like per the 28 miles that I drove? Like, how much would that cost? electricity wise to charge my car. I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments down below, if you've done DoorDash on an electric car, let me know if the economics makes more sense or less sense. So hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me getting out of my freaking house and out of my crappy webcam picture behind my old computer. Hope you appreciate me going outside, doing some more vlog style content. I definitely enjoy doing it a lot more than just sitting behind the computer and sitting on my basement bed like I'm doing now in my SpongeBob shirt, just talking about this stuff. So leave a like if you can, and if you're new to the channel, it's Road to Retire channel where I try to retire early doing various side hustles. So if you're into that kind of stuff, follow along and subscribe. I'll see everyone in the next video.